Brainy Buzzy presents 10 Things Smart People Do, and You Should Too. Learning effectively does not come naturally. It's actually quite the opposite. The human mind, if not controlled correctly, poses a number of debilitating obstacles that stand in the way of us taking in and interpreting information to our own benefit. Learning, however, does not have to be stressful or cautiously monitored. It's just about knowing yourself and being at peace with the distractions and mental flaws that can be easily avoided in acquiring a more thorough and interesting perception of everything we hear, see or do. These are some tips for how to stay open-minded and strengthen our capacity for knowledge along with the way we utilize it in our quest to find out what being a human is all about. The following methods of mental maintenance will make life and the people in it seem more exciting, awe-inspiring and strangely comforting. Here are 10 things really smart people do to have a mind that can see the external for the object of beauty and enlightenment that it truly is. Number 1. Are not just book smart. Smart people have come to terms with the fact that there are some things that cannot be learned in seminars or by reading a book. They understand that to succeed in a certain business and apply what has been taught to them in school, they need to experience the reality of the industry they are interested in pursuing. This is the key to street smarts. Smart people are aware that skills such as effective communication or selling can only be acquired through actual time with clients and colleagues in that specific field. They are eager to get out into the world to find out every skill that would be required of them should they try to make a name for themselves. Number 2. Always question the status quo. Stupid people just accept whatever is given to them and whatever seems to be normal to them. They don't ever go above and beyond to do some research and question the actual status quo. Smart people, on the other hand, never accept the status quo and understand that if it is the status quo, that means there needs to be change and there are voids that need to be filled. Number 3. Are not just smart in one area. There are people who are very knowledgeable in one topic and can talk about it all day, but that doesn't necessarily earn them the label of smart. Smart people spend time educating themselves on any subject of interest that is popular to the masses. They can hold a conversation regarding the fiscal cliff to the unique wine they are drinking. Smart people pride themselves on their opinion, and they know that to create a valuable one, research on particular trends and why people are attracted to them is a necessary procedure. Number 4. Show the poker face. Sometimes smart people don't even like to act like they're smart just to test out the mental capacity of the people they are dealing with. They will usually put on their poker face and pretend like they are just passively observing just to see what their audience's interpretation of the truth is. They use this tactic to study the nature of the people they are doing business with and forming a long-term relationship with. This way, they can come up with the most effective method of sounding like they know what they are talking about without offering something too unfamiliar or complicated for their peers to comprehend. Number 5. Understand the concept of time. Smart people never allow distractions or mental unrest to waste their time in trying to figure something out. They are able to recognize what is conducive to their thought process and their journey to accomplish their goals as opposed to what is only pushing them farther away from working their hardest and staying on track. A smart person is aware that the average human being runs into several pointless distractions every day that only serve a negative purpose in their life. They know how to ignore these imposters of truth, and focus on using the best of their abilities to be productive for their own well-being. Number 6. Quiet your inner voice. Smart people are at peace with the fact that there will always be a voice in the back of their head telling them they are wrong, not good enough, etc. They have understood that, as tortuous as this may be, that voice is only out to make them miserable and derail them from the fruitful and valuable intentions of the heart. Smart people are aware of what has happened to them when they let this voice stop them from going with their gut, leading to disappointment and regret. You will soon discover that the inner voice is creating a twisted reality of what is actually going on at any given moment. A voice that is trying to make the world seem so much scarier than it actually is simply cannot be trusted. Number 7. Argue with yourself. Much like the aforementioned inner voice, smart people have accepted that their own brains will make careless mistakes all the time, most of which usually go unnoticed until way after the mistake has been made. This is why they understand that every serious action should be double-checked before it is committed. even if they don't feel the need to. They purposely initiate minor arguments with themselves just to be 100% sure that they have done the right thing. Anyone who is at peace with the flaws of their own brain is ready for it to mess up by ignoring a simple fact or forgetting the rules of a system they are already familiar with. Number 8. Act like you are curious. Smart people act on the questions their brain immediately asks them when they are presented with an object or situation. They are genuinely interested in the size, color, shape and meaning of everything around them. If something that catches your eye seems particularly perplexing, write it down and do some research regarding its properties and foundation. Number 9. Find the kernel of truth. The truth behind any concept or theory is usually not what you would expect. Smart people strive to understand why the world operates the way it does, along why most people don't know the answer to this question. They want to become acquainted with the building blocks of society, such as science, the economy, and even politics. There are plenty of brilliant ideas, creations, and reasons behind the rules that dictate the way we live our lives to be uncovered. Know the inner workings of a prospective industry along with its purpose and how it succeeds as a business. Number 10. Focus on the message, not the messenger. It's very easy to close our minds off from a learning experience due to the nature of the person delivering the material. However, an alternate perspective from an unfamiliar source can be a lot more interesting than annoying if you get past the natural urge to judge. Smart people are open-minded. They appreciate the value of other people's opinions and do not let what they don't know about a certain person hinder their ability to be thought-provoking or amusing at the least. Smart people want every sort of interaction to be a learning experience, which is why they focus on the topic being discussed and its relationship with the entire outside world, not just with the person they are discussing it with. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and make sure to subscribe. I really do appreciate your support. Thank you for watching.